Hey guys, I am now joined by pro golfer, Torrance High grad, and one of golf.com's most beautiful women, Debbie Runis. Thank you for having us at your stunning second home, this beautiful golf course in the South Bay.
I'm definitely lucky. There are not very many bad days here. Even though it's a little windy today, I mean, the skies are super blue and it's awesome. And compared to where I was in Northern California last week, I will take this.
So now you're talking about Northern California. You're currently on tour. Break down what that means.
So the LPGA is obviously the top tier for women's professional golf. And just below that is what we call the Symetra Tour, which is, I like to describe it as like the minor leagues of the LPGA. It's just like a place where you can play and build to get to the LPGA. We call it the road to the LPGA.
Now, you've been on the road and gotten there before.
Yes, I have. I mean, my road, as all roads are, I mean, it's a little bit zigzaggy, and I graduated from UC Davis in 2013, and I went through qualifying school and got Symetra status that first year. And at the end of that season, I was fortunate enough to finish top 10 on the money list, which then gives you an LPGA card for the following season. So it was a very, very quick start to my professional career. Double rookie, I guess, like 2014 and 2015. And once I got out to the LPGA, it was a little bit of a shell shock, I would say. Mentally may not quite have been as prepared as I wanted to be, but I did play 3 seasons out there, 15, 16, and 17, and then came back to the Symetra Tour last year and also this year.
Tell me about the moment you learned you were joining the LPGA Tour. That just must have been like, woohoo! Like all that hard work.
The day that I earned my card was it was the last event, the last day. It all came down to the final round. And I hadn't been checking the money list because I was just so stressed out. I was like, I can't do this, like let me just play golf and I'll just see what happens, and if I get my card, cool, and if not, then at least I know that I can go back to Q school and, you know, give myself another chance. And I shot one of the lowest round, or the lowest round of my career so far, and was fortunate enough to finish number 9. So I went from 15th to 9th on the money list in one day, and I didn't even know until one of my friends came up to me afterwards and she's saying congrats. I was like, oh thanks, you know, tied for first. I ended up finishing tied for first in the event. I was like, oh thanks, you know, tied for first is pretty cool. I'll just, good momentum going into Q school. And she said, you don't know what just happened, do you? I said, no, what? And she's like, you just got your LPGA card. And I started crying. I was like, I need to call my mom. And it was just an amazing feeling because that's what you work for, you know. That was my dream in college, even when I was a little girl, and to finally accomplish it was just amazing.
Now, you mentioned college. You were a star at UC Davis. You were also a rock star at Torrance High. Take me back to those days, the little girl that grew up in Torrance, wanting to play golf. You learned really, really young, and you kind of knew what you wanted to do.
I was really lucky, I think, to have ended up at Torrance High. My parents, we weren't actually in the district initially, and then we moved because they knew that Torrance was a better school. And I did play golf, but it wasn't that wasn't the center of what I was doing, but they just wanted me to go to a good school. 4 of the 6 girls that were on my high school team have gotten to the LPGA. So I was just around a lot of really great players, and it made me better. Like Angela Park, Jane Raw, Jenny Shin, who's still on tour, were just, you know, really great examples of what good golf is. Through that, I earned a scholarship to Davis, and when I was there, my coach, I give her a lot of credit because she was just somebody who's really good at bringing out the best in her players. It was after my sophomore year of college where I was like, you know what, I think I could do this like as a career.
You said the phrase good golf. I mean, you were playing good golf in high school. You helped lead your high school 3 championships, 1 runner-up spot.
That was a bummer.
You're like, oh, that one time we didn't get the championship.
Yeah.
You remember that moment more than the wins?
You know, it's funny because that's just how the human brain works. But honestly, my freshman year, we won every match and every level of CIF that year, and it was just kind of crazy to think back on it, just how much success our team had.
How do you handle the losses and the wins? Because your mental game has to be really strong.
I guess after my 3 years on the LPGA and struggling and having to fall back, what I realized is that at the end of the day, everybody at that level is is good. Like everybody can drive the ball, everybody can chip, everybody can putt for the most part, but what separates the great ones from the ones who just kind of hang around, it's the way that you think. And after 3 years of doing the same stuff and not seeing the results that I wanted, I was like, you know what, I need to do something different. It's very easy when you're playing well to just continue riding the wave, but when life throws you curveballs, you need to be able to handle it. And I think my years on the LPGA were a curveball, but the way that I look at it is when I get back out there, I'm going to be a lot stronger for it. I was really lucky to start working with my current sports psychologist. We've had a lot of success together, and I am really grateful that I decided to work with her. You can have the skills and do the practice, but if you don't know how to apply it out when you're in competition, then like, you know, what are you doing?
Well, you say the word skills, and I may look like a golfer right now in my Nike golf outfit, but I got this just for you because I have no skill. I have no game.
Well, we can change that today. Everybody's got a little bit of game, and the start of it is always, if you look good, feel good, play good. Start there. First, we're gonna go into the pro shop and check in, and we're gonna grab a golf cart, head down to the range, hit a few shots, and then we'll head out on the golf course.
I love it, and you'll show me what you know.
Yes, I'll show you everything I know.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You driving or am I driving?
I'll drive.
You drive. Okay, good deal. Okay, we've made it to the range.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. You have a gorgeous set of clubs.
Thanks.
The pro shop has given me one to play with.
I usually start every range session with a little bit of a warm-up.
Okay, let's do the warm-up.
Okay, all good things for golf. Look at how in sync we are. This is awesome.
Listen, wait till you get me hitting balls.
Okay, you know, if you want to use a club for balance, you can.
Or do this.
Yeah, look at you, Yogi. Nice. I like to start off like my rounds that way too, just to do like some sun salutations. It's more of just, for me it's become more of a mental thing than anything else, just to get my head in the right place, because golf will just make you crazy.
Let's do a little salutation.
You want to do one?
Yeah, let's do it. Woo!
So step one is always like, you want to start with foundations. And my coach always taught me it was grip. So here, we can, so you want to put, are you left-handed? Or?
Righty.
You're righty? Okay, so you want to put it in like the bottom of your finger. Perfect. And then when you grip over the top, like the fatty part needs to be on top of the club.
Got it.
And then the other one, it's the same, and on the other side.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. From there, you want to take your stance and you want it to be about shoulder width apart. And like athletic base, you know, kind of bend in the knees, and it feels awkward, but like you got to push like your hips back.
Okay.
Yeah. So like hinge at the waist.
Okay.
And that would be your setup. It's pretty good. Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Close. Ooh, closer. No. That was way better.
It rolled the furthest it's rolled yet.
Oh. Sign her up for the tour, guys.
I just did that.
Ladies Club champion in the making. This is so exciting.
Okay, our last stop on the course, putting green. It's really windy out there on the course.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it's a bit breezy today, so let's just figure to ease you guys in and just end on the putting green here.
Have you ever hit a hole in one?
I've had 3 actually.
Let's see if I can make memories too.
Nice!
Yeah!
Nice.
That's a high five.
There we go.